Here are 3 reasons why liquidity is more important than diversification for most people. The first thing is liquidity is the only thing that gives you options in your financial life. Money is a tool. You have to use it to accomplish things. The only way you can use your money is if you can actually get at it. Most people think, well, I'm just gonna invest this money and it's gonna stay invested forever. I'm not gonna think about it and everything's gonna work out great. The problem is between the time you invest the money and you use it, for most people, life happens, things happen. You move, you get married, you get divorced, you have a kid goes to college, something happens and I need to get at my money. It doesn't matter how well diversified or not you are. It doesn't matter how well your investments have done or not. If you can't touch your money, diversification doesn't help you. Liquidity is the only thing that's gonna matter when you actually have to get at your funds. A lot of people love to invest in things that include a lockup. It might be a fund that has a 3-year, 5-year, 7-year lockup. You can't touch your money. Or more commonly, people love to invest in retirement accounts. And I love retirement accounts. They're some of the greatest accounts on earth. But investing in things like that require that you're gonna make a premium over and above what you otherwise might, because you can't actually touch those dollars. If you can't get at your money, it's not as valuable to you. Second thing, for most people, most of your financial diversification happens outside of your investments. If you keep good cash, live within your means, save money, you are as diversified, if not more diversified, in your financial life than most people are. Think about the person who has no cash, who has credit card debt, who has to take out more credit card debt every time they get a $500 bill. They need everything in their life to go perfect so that they don't have a financial emergency. But you, who are financially diversified by maintaining good cash, living within your means, and saving money, don't need everything to go right in order to avoid catastrophe. If you can stay financially solvent and do those things, it gives you the ability to take on even more risk in your investments. The reality is, and most people don't think about it like this, most good investing really just boils down to not selling in bear markets. That's it. So if you can give yourself financial diversification, keep a strong financial household, that gives you the ability to avoid the necessity to sell when there's an emergency. That is how you become successful as an investor long term. Number 3. Most things are less diversified than you think. We've all heard of the S&P 500, the biggest 500 names, all packaged together. You can buy it in a fund or an ETF. But the reality is, that is not as diversified as you might think. Let me explain. If the economy's in shambles, if there's a bear market, what do you think the first asset class to go down is going to be? Most of the time, it's stocks. So I don't care if you're diversified into the 500, if you own the S&P 600, if you own the international index. If you own stocks in general, they're generally going to be correlated. So you better make sure that everything else in your life is set up so that you can get at money if you need to. Just because your investment portfolio is diversified doesn't mean that the rest of your financial life is diversified. So it's much more important for most people to give yourself options in times of distress rather than put everything into your diversified investment portfolio. And that's why I think being liquid is way more important than being diversified. And if you like that, give us a like and a subscribe or a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.